All right, I've been wanting to make this short video for a long time. There's a word salad game that most cops employ so that they can deceive the people that they're interacting with so that they can trample their freedoms and extract more wealth for them on behalf of the state. And we all know that they're not serving and protecting, they're harassing and collecting. And we talk about the Fourth Amendment a lot on this channel. I'm just going to go through it real quick, but I'm going to key in on the word seizure here. The right. It's your right. It's your unalienable right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. What the heck is that? Well, we're going to find out. And what words do they use to get away from the fact that they're seizing you and your property? Shall not be violated. And no warrants. What's a warrant? Shall issue, but upon probable cause. What is probable cause? Is probable cause RAS? Reasonable articulable suspicion, or is it objective observable fact? Objective articulable fact supported by oath or affirmation. Oh, really? So in order to get this warrant, we need probable cause, which is objective articulable fact, and that warrant has to be supported, and that probable cause has to be supported by oath or affirmation. From who? Whose oath? Who's going to affirm? And particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. So a lot of times what you hear a cop say is, oh, we're not arresting you, we're just detaining you. So they employ this word salad and they employ these euphemisms. It's like, oh, he didn't die, he passed away. You're not fired, we're just letting you go. He didn't have sex with her, he just made love with her. We're not going to kill our dog, we're going to euthanize him, we're going to put him down. So when you see somebody say, oh, we're not arresting you, we're detaining you, well, what is detainment? What is arrest? What is seizure? If the action is the same, but the word is different, it doesn't matter what words you use. Oh, that cloth is not damp, it's just moist. It's not an arrest, it's just a detainment. I'm not roasting it, I'm just searing it. He's not being wordy, he's being verbose. That mountain isn't colossal, it's gigantic. It doesn't matter. They're employing these euphemistic phrases to throw you off guard and paralyze your mind into accepting a reality that should not be. It says shall not be violated. Your seizure shall not be unless you have a warrant. You can't get a warrant unless you have probable cause, which is objective articulable fact based on evidence. And you can't get that warrant or the probable cause without oath or affirmation from somebody. Who is that somebody? And it's got to particularly describe the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized or detained or arrested. But now, because we have this roadside piracy operation that benefits the corporate interests, because, we have all these traffic citations that can be given, now we can ring up the funds for the state by telling the people that we're just there to protect and serve. And so that's how they do it. One of the things that I wrote on my Twitter feed the other day, I just said, and this is part one, I got it, it's like a 3 or 4 part. To arrest is to detain is to seize is to arrest, and to arrest, detain, or seize is to keep someone from proceeding. If they're keeping you from proceeding, they are arresting you, they are detaining you, they are seizing you. You have been seized, you have been detained, you have been arrested. To hold back, to keep from progressing. Don't let them play word salad games with you. A detainment is an arrest. According to their oath of the Fourth Amendment, no person can be rightly seized or arrested or detained without a warrant. And that warrant can only be issued upon probable cause, objective, articulable fact, supported by oath or affirmation. And the warrant has to be to specifically state what is to be searched, who is to be seized, and why, supported by evidence or probable cause or objective articulable fact. They can't just say, well, we feel like you're dangerous. Well, we feel like you were swerving on the road. Well, you didn't turn your blinker on. Every cop swore that they would not violate this basic unalienable right. This is your birthright. And just so that we can see this definition, these definitions right here, an arrest, to seize someone by legal authority to take into custody. Stop or check progress or a process. To stop progress or check or stop the process. Detain, to keep someone from proceeding, holding back. Starting to sound familiar, huh? Starting to sound a little similar. Arrest in action and in practice looks a lot like detainment. And what is a warrant? As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's type in to seize. To take hold of suddenly and forcibly, to take an opportunity or initiative eagerly or decisively. Take hold of suddenly. She jumped up and seized his arm. So what's a warrant? So arrest is a detainment, is a seizure, and that seizure cannot happen. You cannot violate somebody and keep them from proceeding unless you have a warrant supported by oath or affirmation, and it's got to be built on probable cause, which is objective, articulable fact, which means evidence. So what is a warrant? A document issued by a legal or government official authorizing the police or some other body to make an arrest or seize or detain, search premises, or carry out some other action relating to the administration of justice. So back to the Fourth Amendment right here. They have completely trampled the Fourth Amendment by employing euphemistic terminology to get you to believe that you're not being arrested when you're actually being arrested. A detainment is an arrest. An arrest is a seizure, and a seizure shall not happen but upon probable cause, with a warrant, with objective, articulable fact supported by oath or affirmation. If you've got any questions about this, if you have any comments, if you have anything to add to it, if you disagree with it, I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section. This is super important because this is how we lose our rights. And if we lose our rights, we've lost our freedoms. And if we lose our freedoms, we lose everything. If you desire to be ignorant and free, you desire what never was and what never shall be. And that freedom has a price, and that price is eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. The safety of the people will always be the alibi of tyrants. They're always going to come to you saying, hey, we're just here to keep you safe. Don't worry, we're not arresting you. We're just detaining you. Don't worry, we're not seizing your property. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. We're conducting an investigation. We want to keep the general population safe. And if you're not a bad person, you got nothing to hide, don't worry about it. Just answer our questions. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into the euphemistic terminology. Hold their feet to the fire for the actions they're deploying against you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. And don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel, grab a hard-hitting conversation starting design from the store that you can put on any shirt, hoodie, mug, cell phone case that you're going to use to record the police, because you always want to record the police. And I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more tyranny-busting content.